I haven't seen Evil Dead 2 yet. What would you think? I'd think that you're a cinematic idiot and I'd feel sorry for you. All right. Why? Because it's a brilliant film. It's so funny and violent and the soundtrack kicks fucking ass. I never thought I'd say this, but can I go work now?
Welcome to the very first episode of What the Hell Did We Just Watch of 2017. Woo! Woo! Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Biggity bam.
What the hell is that?
Oh my God. Well, let's go back at it. You know, new year, new show, I guess, somehow.
Smoochy Coochie Boochies.
Yeah.
I forgot. Smoochy Boochies.
Yeah, biggity bam. Well, he did say that, so that's funny.
He did say
Yeah, he
it.
did say fucking biggity bang. That's what he says. But before we get into any of that stuff, I'm Lumotional Lou. I'm still here in 2017. Awesome. And this is What the Hell Did We Just Watch? It's the first episode of the year. Awesome. I'm very happy to still be recording in 2017. Woo. It's been about 7 months now. This is episode number 28. I'm very close to number 30. Woo! Yes. Fantastic. But, so before we just get to I just need formalities here. So, who's here from my right, please?
This is Josh, a.k.a. Loquito again.
How's it going, man? Happy New Year.
It's good, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. How's it going? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good
Holiday
so far.
was good?
Yeah, holiday was great.
You
felt like an old man, you know? Didn't almost miss the ball drop, but it was good.
Yo, that's just the way it is now. I personally don't give a shit.
I love that meme. When you're a kid, you waiting for it. When
you're waiting for it.
When you're 21, you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
30, you're just like, fuck this,
Yeah.
go to bed.
I'm getting older.
I'm 37 and I was like, it's Sunday tomorrow.
I know. I'm like, yo, this.
That's it.
Sleep.
That's all it was for me. And who else do I have here?
It's Gabby. No
Hi.
nickname, but we'll think of one.
Yeah, we'll get
Maybe
one there.
this
The
year.
Beast from the East. That's what I called you
Oh,
last
that
time.
is what you called
The
it.
Beast from the
Okay,
East,
Beast from the
Gabby.
East. What up, everybody?
What's going on? And how was your holiday?
Great. We fell asleep before 12. Woke
Yeah.
up at like 11:58. Fell asleep at 12:03. It was wonderful.
Like, yay, kiss,
No.
bye. Back to snoring.
That's how it pretty much went down.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I was like,
It was awesome. Glad to have another year though.
I was ready. Oh yeah, definitely great, and very happy to have another year to start off. Another year of Star Wars. That's the way I see it. So that's awesome. But who else do we got here? He's the last person, certainly not the least.
Hey guys, it's Cindy, aka CC.
Hi. Stop
Hi.
Always got to do something, huh?
How was your holiday?
Well, I got to spend it with Lumotional over here and got to meet some of his old friends from way back in the day, which was awesome because they were really great bunch of people. So that was nice. That was nice to do. And then we just came back and hung out at my cousin's house and wrapped the night up there.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, look, just letting you know, as I'm like walking, trying to like make sure the cops ain't seeing me with like my little bottle of beer walking to her cousin's house, and I was like, look, the second that ball drops 12:05, we out, all right? She's like, stop! And I was like, fine, 12:02, we'll leave at 12:02. And I was like, 12:15, we'll leave.
We ended up staying until like 2 in the morning.
I hated that. I was so pissed. I was like, fuck. It was all right, though. It's great to be friends. Yeah, no, I knocked the fuck out like a fucking
39-year-old.
Well, I
like
slept all right.
37.
I slept all right, but I wanted to make sure I started the year right. So I went to church, but got there late, but I went. So I was happy about that. And then I dragged Lumotional with me, which I'm always grateful.
We always do. We
that he
don't.
always
Sunday. Well, welcome again to another double date episode of What the Hell Did We Just Watch? Yes, because we're here for the third film. Finally, we had closed the trilogy, the Tri-Burbs Trilogy, the Kevin Smith shared universe, and we got to see Mallrats.
Part 2 of this trilogy.
Yes, part 2 of the trilogy. Even though we saw
I had to
Chasing
ask
Amy
you this
first.
like 12 times. But
Yeah.
I really did, so I was ready.
Now, this is actually was cool because this is what I always tell people. It's like, technically Kevin Smith is the one that pretty much started that whole kind of shared trilogy and stuff like that, because the way Marvel does their stuff now, it's all together, it's all linked, it's all like a part of one universe. And he did that same thing. Yes, Gabby, he's just showing us that she's wearing a Marvel sweater.
Yes, she is.
Yes, but yeah. So no. Anyway, so just before we start talking, I just need to know, guys, Loquito, Josh, what did you think of Mallrats?
Well, like I told you before, it reminded me of when I grew up. Like, I was in Puerto Rico, nothing's around me, just a mall.
Yeah.
I worked at a mall, hung out at a mall.
He was a mall rat, y'all.
Sleep at the mall, so yeah. That's it.
Well,
I just realized that you are the only one here that can relate to me too, because I was a mall rat.
Hey,
There
you
was
guys
no-
like,
forgot.
I
I was
was-
a mall rat too. I worked at the mall for a while.
New Yorkers, they ain't the same shit.
Yeah,
You hear that?
The thing
Audience, they're trying
to
to
me, it's how they
crap on us New Yorkers.
how the
It's not
movie
about
was.
working
That's
at
how
the
I
mall.
was. I worked there, went home, took a shower, went right back to hang out.
everyone
Left,
knew there.
Yeah.
yeah, left when
That's
I
where-
left. Like left when they closed. Like you said,
Yeah.
everybody like knew who I was.
Yeah.
Oh, you work there, right? I'm like, yeah. You want a burger? I go there, get somebody a
That's
burger.
it.
That's it for free.
Yeah. Like, I was one of those types of people that on the weekends my parents dropped me off. I got dropped off, or I went with some friends to the mall, and we did not see the outside of the mall till we left, till it was closing time. So, and what better way to show that off with a bunch of Jersey guys and gals in Mallrats? Because remember, this is Jersey, you know what I mean? So they're hitting it home for me.
Does that
Yeah,
mall
you-
actually exist?
What?
That mall?
That is a mall, unfortunately not in Jersey though. It's in Wisconsin. But
Don't believe everything you see on the TV, guys.
no, yeah, unfortunately they couldn't get any I guess any mall to help them out. That's actually the Mall of the Americas.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
So
notice.
you know that I knew that
Take it back.
yeah. How dare you? But but they were talking about real places like
Right.
Menlo Park.
Right.
That's Joyzy. That's a mall somewhere.
Jizzy.
Yes, man. So that was actually one of the things I really related to so much with this movie. This movie connects real home to me. When I first found it, I actually went over to my friend's house, and I had to wait for him, like, get ready and doing all this shit, and I'm just like, and that was on cable. And I was very, very happy with what I was watching. And I was mad that I didn't finish it. I wasn't able to finish watching it. And I said, I got to remember what this movie was. I remember, like, highlighting. It was like, okay, it's called Mallrats. I was like, I got to be on the lookout for that. And then when I finally finished seeing it, I was like, this movie was awesome. Gabby, what'd you think of the movie? Did you like it?
I love the movie. In terms of relating to the movie, I gotta say I'm the complete opposite from all of you. I grew up in the strictest household ever. I didn't go to the mall. I didn't go get dropped off and got picked up after. I wasn't as cool as the three of you guys and Cindy.
Wait, so after this movie, did you wish you were a mall rat?
It's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Like hanging out?
I
I gotta
didn't-
say, I love that part of my life.
Yeah,
It's
I did
no,
too.
no, I know. But like you said, I didn't get dropped off. My mom was like, get the hell out of my way and go over there for 9 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he go, $20. $20 lasted me the whole
That's
day.
$200
I
right there.
I remember me and my brother would go to one spot because you get a 32-ounce thing of Pepsi or Coca-Cola
Yeah.
for 99 cents.
There you go.
And that's
That's
what
it.
kept us on sugar. And then we went to the movies, came out, ate,
Yeah.
hung out in the arcade. Hey, it works when your brother works
See,
in an
I mean,
arcade
we
that you
can't-
get free tokens.
It's called horse talk, man. If you live that mall rat life, you can't stop talking about it. But yeah, no, like that's what it was. I mean, it was that weekend thing. You didn't want to go home. I mean, you didn't want to stay home. Your friends call you over and they're like, dude, what do you want to do? Go to the mall. We go to the mall. And what we did was walk the mall and hang out, smoke
I
cigarettes.
think my childhood took a toll on me. Josh, how many times do I ask you, let's go shopping, let's go to the mall? I mean, now it's like I'm living in my childhood right now, the Queen
Yeah,
Center.
and then all the time she asks me now I'm like, I don't want to
Well,
do this.
I would
That's
totally
true.
agree with you if that. But all you got to do is say, Josh, drop me off at the mall and come back in 9 hours.
No, I need to have my rat pack with me. Come on.
You gotta take your girlfriends with you. That's what it is. Because if you go to the one in Jersey and Cindy sees them, she sees all those people where it used to be.
I
Yeah.
drag Lewis to the one in Jersey.
I don't
want to
go to mall.
I'm
I
a mall
love-
rat now at my older
no,
age. That-
Garden State Plaza. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
In my older age now, I love to go to the mall. I mean,
I
I,
hate to go
did
to
back
the
then,
mall.
but like Gabby, I grew up in a very strict household, and I wasn't really allowed to go outside, and I wasn't just dropped off and I'll come back. No, that was not happening. My mom be like Gabby mentioned, she's GPSing me. Like, where is Cindy's
right.
whereabouts? Like, that was no...
School, home, sleep.
Yup, and when I did try to go and be a little mall rat in the city, the only mall that was there was Manhattan Mall on 34th Street, which was near my old high school.
Right.
And it was like, it barely had any stores at that time.
They still do.
And it was like, okay, it wasn't like really a mall that you could really hang out in. And I had to be home before a certain time because if not, my parents would suspect that I was doing something bad when I really wasn't. All I wanted to do was hang out with friends. But yeah, so I was supposed to be home. I got out of school at 3. I was supposed to be back home by like 4 o'clock. And I would get the beat down when I got walked in through the door at 4:30. So that being said, yeah, I couldn't be a mall rap. That didn't have completely that experience.
New York is a different experience to become a
that's
mall
why
rat.
Puerto
It's not
Rico,
the same thing.
Me seeing this movie brought back so many memories.
Because our malls are like that. They're
Yeah.
open out, parking lots as far as the eye can
But the
see.
thing is, like, it's just like
Yeah.
Cindy said, me and my brother would cut school, and in Puerto Rico it's called Guagua Pública. Like
Yeah.
a public bus, but it's person guys driving it. You go in, whenever you get out is when you pay. So I was a kid. Me wanted to cut school, go to the movies. We'll take the bus, whatever, almost 45 minutes to the next town. As soon as we're getting out, we always tell him, yo, leave us right here. Because he'll stop wherever you tell him. There's a big shit of bamboo trees,
Yeah,
tree,
there you
mango
go.
trees. Like, yo, we all got out, run right into the trees because he
Yeah.
can't run after us. Wait till he leaves and then we go to the mall.
That's it.
That was a bad mall ride,
Those
kid.
were the days.
Instead of jumping the turnstile, we just run.
Our golden years. Yes, he's just run right on. But that's memories past. Our girlfriends are staring at us like, what are you talking about?
I know, 'cause you
What
don't
is
know.
this Mallrat business? But let's give it a little talk to why we are here to talk way too much about movies. Mallrats is the film that we saw. It's the second film by writer-director Kevin Smith.
Yes, sir.
And this is actually now concludes. If you just listen to previous episodes, listen to them in order if you can, or if you haven't, it doesn't matter. This completes what they call the Tri-Burbs Trilogy. This is he thought he was done, and he realized he wasn't, so he kept telling more stories. So basically, Mallrats is about two guys, two best friends that break up with their girlfriends on the same day at the same time, with telling this kind of Jay and Silent Bob thing. He was going to try and say, hey, I want to make regular movies after this. After Chasing Amy, actually.
Right.
Not after this one. But with Mallrats, what I like is that it's two guys, two best friends that ironically at the same time break up with their girlfriends.
Yep.
They both leave their boyfriends. And then after that, one of them is trying to get back with her, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to do it. And the other one is like, oh, he's playing the I don't give a shit game. But we really know that he really is upset that he broke up with his girlfriend. Now that we watched the entire trilogy, are there any little Easter eggs that we can...
There's a lot of them.
All unfolded.
Since we can say now that the two newbies here are a little bit moderate kind of experts here. I'm pretty sure they saw some things there, or heard some things. You know what I mean? We already know how the girl died in the swimming pool.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We know
The beginning of the movie just
Yeah.
boom, right there, it took you back to Chasing Amy.
We all had that whoa moment when we figured it out. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That was great.
Julie Dwyer. We find out how she died. She died. She drowned in the swimming pool. We now know it was because she had an embolism in her brain, and she died in mid-backstroke doing 700 laps.
I'm kind of glad we watched the trilogy, if you will, in 3, 1, and 2.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
It was Chasing Amy, Clerks, and then this movie, because it sort of all unfolded for me in this movie. I don't know. I like the way we watched it, even though we watched it completely backwards. It was great to watch everything unfold between her, having the embolism in the pool, and then what was his name? Walt, the friend. Guys, help me out.
Brody, TS.
No, the guy who...
Which one? Which friend in
Starts
all?
with a W.
Oh, the guy that's acting in all the movies.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
Walt.
too.
Yeah,
Just
Walter.
To see that was my.
Yeah.
It was just to see the connection of all 3 movies. I really enjoyed that. So.
And he was in this movie too. The guy that played Walter. Actually, not just that one time too. He was. I'll point him out to you. I will tell you where he wasn't in it as much as he was in Clerks, and but he was in there a handful of times. But his name is mostly mentioned.
Right.
My cousin Walter.
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy is faster than Walt Flanagan's dog. That's Walter again, which he had a dog. Let's see what else. And then he says another story about the airplane. The people that jerk off in the airplane.
No.
That was my cousin Walter again.
But the funniest thing was when they were talking about the cats in the beginning, right? Because we all literally were like, Josh was just about to ask. Loquito was like, why the heck is he buying so many cats? And then when they say why...
Oh, how am I gonna get the gerbil out? I'm like, whoa!
What? We all did that. We all were like, what?
I love it. I even love how he ends that story. Is my cousin was a weird guy. It's like what? And then it plays awesome indie '90s music, rock music.
I missed that era, man.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard it, but the scene when they're in the elevator, where Brody and his ex are in the elevator and they're having sex. That's why do you build me up?
They're doing Whoopi, actually.
They're doing Whoopi. They're making Whoopi. They played an indie rock version of "Why Do You Build Me a Buttercup." That was what was singing. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna hear it, but it was like literally like a little punk rock version of it. It's fucking cool. Yeah, the soundtrack is a fun soundtrack. So like I said, this is the second movie in Kevin Smith's arsenal that is just starting up. He just came off of Clerks. People were impressed with Clerks. He gets signed to a movie company, and they say, "Hey, make a movie for us," and he makes Mallrats. Right. Now, this is actually what's crazy. Mallrats, the movie that we saw, was actually not the movie that he intended to make. Mallrats actually had much more serious kind of story in there. It was still funny, and they all hang out in the mall and all that stuff. But the breakup is more emotionally driven. Between Brandy Svenning and T.S.
Right.
But when you're under the gun and studio projects and and then you're apologizing for making that movie. He actually had to apologize. It was not well received when it came out. Theatrically, all the Clerks fans for some reason did not go see this movie at the time. But then eventually, like a lot of movies, they find their niche. They go out someplace. VHS comes out. Do you know what that is, Gabby? VHS?
Oh, yeah.
The
90s girl is not that young.
Yeah, so she, it finds its way into home video. Like me, I didn't know about that movie. I didn't even know that movie existed until cable. Cable had it. And then that's how I found it. And that's how most people found it. Like, oh my God, how can you not like this movie? This movie's hilarious. I think the movie's funny. I think the movie's hilarious. It is the weakest of the trilogy, meaning because it's just a regular old comedy. There isn't really anything amazing on there, like the way Clerks had it, or even Chasing Amy, especially, has it. But it's still a love story. I think it's still a cute love story. I think it definitely hits the mark for what it was supposed to be. And so I'm a fan of Mallrats. Did I make any new fans here?
Yes. Only
Any
reason
new
why
Mallrats
because it reminds me of when I grew up. It's like a teen movie.
Yeah.
This is what I like.
And what's funny is they're not even teens.
Yeah, no, that's right. But it's like
it was a teen movie.
When I grew up and I first started going to the movies, mine was American Pie.
Yeah.
This brought me back. It's like, this is the movies I love.
Yeah.
Stupid movies, but this is what gets me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
because
comedy.
it's a mark. Because it's even though it's stupid comedy, it's not a stupid movie. It's not
it's
not a stupid told movie. Mm-hmm. Is what I mean. You know what I mean? So, what's cool is that the movie, like I said, I think it has a pretty cool and funny, interesting love story. As
always, Kevin Smith always nails it with dialogue, and it's always.
I think he does too.
Yeah. It always really captures you when the characters are talking amongst each other or they're talking with each other. You're because you're intrigued with how the way they speak and the way they talk to each other. So that's my thing. I love personally how he writes.
I love his
dialogue and how he.
I love his use of vocabulary.
Yes.
Like the way that the characters just talk. I just love it.
It's just real. I keep saying wrong. That's the word I kept using the last two podcasts.
And you could say that is here too, right?
Yeah,
you could say,
it was just real. It was raw. It was genuine. It was well communicated.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And one of the things that I love is that the characters like Jay and Silent Bob, who have been in the prior movies as well, they stay true to character, and I think Jay is hilarious with the way he literally says everything he says. Like when he was thinking of the great plot of how they were going to destroy the stage, it's hilarious how he has a little the little stick figures, drawn out, and he's like my victory dance and motherfucking J, and like it's just so funny. Like he's just like he's.
And I like it because they are like people that are Mallrats in real life.
Especially them two, because I know a lot of like people like them too, especially in the mall, like that were like that, and it's like, oh, that's
But it's
that's
cute
Jay
too because they're like besties. They're like like buddies for life, and it's like the way they speak to each other. He's like, "Come on, stop that!" When he's trying to do the Jedi trick, and he keeps on slaying. He's like, you could tell they've been friends for such a long time that they could talk to each other.
Yeah, then
like
it's
that.
like when T.S. and Brody went up to them. Oh, I want you to destroy the set of the game show. Oh, don't worry, he already has the blueprints. Like they already, they're so bored. They want to do something fun.
That's what he said. He's like, wait, you want us to do that? We were gonna do that anyway. He was like, why? He goes, what else were we gonna fucking do? He's like, and they was like, oh, he stole the schematics. And one of my favorite Star Wars references in that movie is that he's like, oh, he found an area where it's gonna easily like just like the fucking Death Star. It's just like basically
he found a soul spot. Like,
he found one soul spot.
You can definitely tell that Kevin Smith is a Star Wars fan.
Oh
yeah, dude, yeah, totally.
After Clerks,
and even after Mallrats, you know that he's a humongous comic book fan, which he is. The man owns a comic book, two now actually. He owns 2 comic book stores, one in Jersey and one in California.
His whole basement is all full of comics.
Yeah. So think about how he was able to
his daughter's name is Harley.
Yeah, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn Smith. That's his daughter's
awesome.
name. Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And then on top of it, think about how much of an amazing thing that is that you're able to make a movie and put Stan Lee in your movie.
Right.
Oh my god,
that's
that got me.
like
That
awesome.
part
That's a wet dream come true. Sorry.
Of course.
It sure is.
It was like he looks so young. Oh my god.
I know.
This
he looks
movie
so
was
much younger.
20 years ago.
ago.
It's 22 years ago.
That's
A long time.
And happy birthday, Mr. Smith. He just had a birthday.
Who?
Didn't Stan Lee?
Stan Lee had a birthday. You
said
said
Mr. Smith.
I mean, I'm sorry. I meant to say Stan Lee, though.
Yeah,
Stan Lee, 94. God bless
94
you, man.
years old
94,
now.
God bless.
This freaking guy.
94.
Bless him. He wasn't one of the people that 2016 took from us. There's a lot of fucking
Thank
people, I
God.
think.
And that guy that made a GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
Everybody pay me. I'll go protect Stan Lee so he can make it to 2017.
And who knows how he made that. He probably made mad money too.
He did. I saw he made $1,700.
What the fuck? People gave him
24
money.
hours. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Give me money. I need to
It's funny
keep
though
this
because people are
podcast
willing
going.
to go with the flow, just for the shits and giggles of it.
But they gave him $2,000 for shits and giggles.
Yeah, for
Betty
shits
White.
and giggles.
Is that who you were talking about?
No, for Stan Lee. And they probably did one for Betty White.
Yeah, for Betty White too. And I think that guy got it.
They need to calm down.
$1,700, but he did say if Betty White did not allow me to go see her and protect her, which I'm pretty sure she denied or has no idea about, they actually donated the money to a theatrical company.
Well, at least they did that, for
I
God's
hope so.
sakes.
I mean,
Yeah. It's like these people making free money, man. That sucks. I want to make free money.
Go fund me, just cause.
Go fund me for this podcast. Anyway, but Mallrats. This one is like his screwball comedy to put in there. That's what they call those. His stupid comedy, but with that cute little love story in it. And so what I was saying is that T.S. Quint. You asked me what T.S. is from.
Yes.
T.S. is from Jaws.
Oh,
That was T.S. Well, T.S. Quint. I'm sorry. Quint is a character from Jaws. You hear that there made references to Jaws in this movie. Whatchamacallit, Brody is his best friend, who is a comic book guy, whatever, which we also see him play this character in Chasing Amy, but he's not the same guy. And why can't I come up? Why am I drawing a blank with his name? What is the guy's name? What is his name in Chasing Amy? Do you remember? I totally fucking forget. It's freaking Holden and his buddy is.
Oh my god!
Wow, dude.
Wow, why are we drawing blanks and we seen the movie? Especially Louis, we've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, I know, but then when I'm on this damn show, I get fucking frozen and oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. The guy's name is Jason Lee, of course, but fuck, man, why can't I think about what his character was in Chasing Amy as I'm looking for it? But did you guys think this movie was funny?
Banky.
You guys, Banky. That's his name. Was with a B, so.
I have to say, back to why I love the way we watched it going backwards, is Clerks was great. I think it was my favorite of the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Chasing Amy was awesome, my second favorite. And Mallrats was the third favorite, so...
Yeah, it is my third favorite too.
But, so I think maybe in this whole trilogy, Clerks came out back then, people loved it. This movie came out, like you said earlier, people didn't like it so much.
They're like, what the hell?
But then he comes back with Chasing Amy, so he sort of tied it all together, and I think his legacy began from there.
Yeah.
Maybe Mallrats wasn't necessarily the best film he had created, but it tied in perfectly, and I think just in general, overall, all three movies, they just came together. That it was just great for me, the entire trilogy.
Why was Clerks your favorite one?
I think the black and white had a lot to do with it.
Really?
I don't know why.
The mistake.
I told you that, yeah.
And that, because that's a mistake.
I know, but
that's what's crazy.
I told you that before we started watching.
But it ended up
Mallrats.
working for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was more humor. For me in Clerks, I just like the storyline and everything. I'm not sure. I just
that's fine.
It hit home to me.
Yeah. That's awesome. Josh, do you have a favorite or like a numbered trilogy like the way?
I really can't say because all of them hit me in certain spots, but this one hit me more because I could relate more to it than any other movie.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Yeah, no. If I'm going from what I like,
just
like she said, I like Chasing Amy, Clerks, because then I knew all the little stupid things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from this movie. Yeah, so it's Chasing
Amy
Clerks,
is my favorite one. Clerks is my second favorite, and obviously Mallrats is.
But
my
then Mallrats, in comparison to like my experiences, I like Mallrats. But then for the trilogy, I like Chasing Amy, Clerks, and then Mallrats.
Yeah. Chasing Amy just hits me in a personal level.
It was
I like to go. I like to cry, Gabby. What do you want? I like to get emotional about things.
I like to buy tissues. Make this work.
What about you?
Men that say they don't cry are liars.
Yes, they're liars. We all
you
cry.
all shed a tear, even if it's a tear.
We cry, damn it. What about you, Cece? Did you have a favorite? Do you have like a favorite rundown of the three movies?
I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah.
But if I had to put them in a which one was my favorite one, I would have to agree with you. Chasing Amy is definitely my
It's because it makes me cry. It's really because of that.
Then I'm torn between Clerks and Mallrats because I enjoy both of them, and it's hard to pick which one would I put before. So I'll keep those at a tie.
Yeah.
And Mallrats, I just really like Mallrats because even though I didn't necessarily grew up in like a Mallrat environment like Loquito and you did, but
no, there are things
I
that
did,
hit there.
but there's certain things that I know of like. Being such a regular at a mall that you see the same employees and they actually know who you are. And they're like, hey, how are you again? And then, so I get it. I get that. Cause
well, you don't get the ones that hate that you're there, though. You don't get the ones that hate that you're there. Like,
no, sometimes I'll see an employee that doesn't look too happy and I'm like, oh, you had to work again. It's like, oh, yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It hits a certain level of... what you say, it hits me on a personal level too in that way. And also just the humor in Mallrats is hilarious when he's talking about the kid on the elevator, the escalator.
Oh my God.
And he keeps saying, that kid is a kid. He's like, not that he wants something bad to happen to the kid, but, his mother deserves it for not knowing how to discipline. And then all of a sudden...
That escalator!
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you hear the cop like, oh, we need a paramedic.
The kid got stuck in there.
That's that little workaround. What's great is that you don't see it coming.
Yeah,
or even when he's pissed off on the chair, when they're talking to that girl,
right.
And then they're talking whatever. He goes, he's like, wow, that's crazy. It's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. And I'm like, nice, yo. He says it, and he gets with it twice.
Twice.
He says it twice there. And I'm like, wow, twice he gets me, too. And I don't see it coming.
They kind of make you forget because of the whole little comic book store scene that they're
and then after
arguing.
the comic,
And then all of a sudden you hear in the backdrop, someone with a paramedic.
Someone gets a paramedic, there's a little kid stuck in the escalator. And everybody's like staring like, wow.
Another scene that I like, too, when they were at the cookie
the cookie stand, talking about what the food court is versus what
I've done that so many times. I remember where Johnny Rockets was not part of the food court. It is food, but it wasn't Johnny Rockets. It was I think
Johnny Rockets is never in the food court. Even in Jersey, it's not.
It's the food court was on the first floor.
In Puerto Rico when he was
working. Yeah, because I showed her where it was. It was right next to the arcade.
Yeah.
So everybody, let's go to the food court. I'm like, this is not the food court. It's in the second floor.
Yeah.
Same thing in the movie.
It's
like everybody was fighting me, but it's part of the food court. I'm like, no, it's not. Burger King, all this crap is on the first floor. That's the food court because all the seats are there.
Yep.
This is on the second floor. The seats are inside.
Yep.
So don't tell me this part. Oh my God.
Like, it's not. And we look at that. We have look. Don't fuck with us with our mall maps, man.
Yeah, but don't go to the food court. I'm like, oh, where you want to go? Johnny Rockets. That's not the food court, man. That's just a restaurant.
Yep.
No. It's a fast food. All right, whatever.
Yep. So here I am, under 18-year-old me, and I see Mallrats. And I'm seeing like relationships happen in this movie, and these two break up, and they're going through like these kind of like, situations, like why they think they broke up, or like dumb stupid shit like Brody admitting that he farted in front of his girlfriend. And I was just like, oh my God, I would never. Like, I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I had one girlfriend at that time. But I broke up with her because it was like the shortest relationship ever. Because, like I said, like better off dead 2 fucking months. What the hell's going on? I've been with her for 2 months. All that time and, that you spent. But, like, also that movie, like, made me learn a lot of shit. Like, how people in relationships are. Yes, don't fart when they're going down on you.
Oh, but I'm so relaxed. I know you get relaxed, but Jesus Christ, hold that in, man. She's like right there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
making sure
I'm done here.
Making sure you take off your socks when you make whoopee.
Yeah, but that reminded me of Biodome.
Yep.
You want to do? So what did you have to eat today? Okay, you had peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't know why the hell you used that. But don't do that.
But I also learned the more important thing is the story that Brody tells T.S. about not T.S. to Gwen, I'm sorry, about spooning. And he's like talking about how like he was like, you ever slept beside someone? He's like, yes. He was like, no, I mean like really slept beside him, not just fucked him on a gaming table. But he says that if you put your girl, you got her in bed and you put your arm under her, right? And he's like, it's called spooning. He goes, yes. But when I have her like this, I'm putting my arm, I'm trying to figure out where to put my other arm. But every time I put it in a specific place, it pops out of socket. And the girl's like, who cares? Like, what does that mean? He was like, what are you kidding me? I just like said the basis of it. It's like a metaphor for an entire relationship. And basically what he was saying is that instead of like him taking her off of him so he could be more comfortable, he was figuring out where to put his other arm so he's not, so he stays with her.
So he's comfortable enough to just keep spooning, but that didn't work.
And I was one of those people that when I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I get it, but it's like, your arm pops out of socket? And so when he said that thing, he was like, what are you kidding me? That's like a metaphor for an entire relationship. And the girl, he was like, I know exactly how he feels. Excuse me. And she leaves.
And she runs away.
Now, let me ask you a question. This is a double dating podcast. Is that true? Is that a metaphor for an entire relationship? Spooning? Figuring out where you got to put your other arm.
We already figured out. I like laying straight. She lays on my chest and we're both comfortable.
Yeah,
because
we're like 2 pieces of a puzzle. We're actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
If I try to do that, same thing. Like, it just gets uncomfortable. My arm's under her.
Yeah.
I try to do this, but then she feels uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable.
Not
like,
me.
what the hell?
I just nudge you motion out the way.
Though he's like 5 feet on the other side. So.
Well,
you start calling when you're trying to go to sleep, but when you wake up, you're like, what the hell?
Like
okay, get away
it's
from me.
almost like that quote, like, as far as beauty is pain. It's like the same in relationships. Like, it might be uncomfortable, but you do it because, like, you love each other.
Well, guys, I hate to break it to you, but I just pushed emotion out of the way.
Yeah, she needs me.
Oh.
If my back is not turned towards her, she's kneeing me in my nuts. So I have to always be careful.
Thank God, all I get is the blankets taken away from me.
Yeah. Oh, she gets mad too.
Oh, I'm like the burrito in
I
bed.
get
Are you kidding me?
upset.
I like wrap myself in the blankets. At the end of the night, this one's like freezing.
Oh my God! We just realized that we can't relate to what Brody is saying or Kevin Smith is saying. Spooning is not a metaphor for an entire.
No, I get it. It is because when we first started, like we tried to do the spooning thing, like. Forget this. This does not work.
I remember when I did that shit. I was like, "Look, we can do this for like 2 minutes." Like, my metaphor for this relationship, they ain't gonna be doing this all night.
I used to have a shirt that said "Spooning leads to forking."
I remember that. I remember that shirt. I've seen that shirt before, but I've seen spooning leads to forking. That's the real metaphor for a relationship. But so here we go. Like I would just say, like, Mallrats, I think it's a good, fun movie. I think it served its purpose. It's a good entry into Hollywood for him because that's basically what it is. Like, this was like Clerks was his gateway, and Mallrats was the moment of truth. Like, this is like literally his first movie.
I do like what you said before, though. I meant to comment. You had said this movie originally was not intended to be the storyline, the plot that they talked about.
I have a director's cut.
Because I feel like it would have been more like Lifetime movie related if it was just like, oh, they break up and it's hurtful, et cetera, and all these emotions. But because they didn't do that, it was more of like raw conversation character. That's what made the film work. Rather than it being like, oh, they break up and more focused on the emotional. It was just it.
Well, here's a little bit, because like I said, I own the director's cut, but I didn't show you that version because it's a little bit like, it's a bit of a mess, because the way that he did it lazy. It's a director's cut made with jump cuts, so like he just like those scenes that were cut out, they're popped in. You know, and I'm like, dude, why didn't you clean this up? You know, it's not cleaned up. You could tell the difference between the quality of film versus like the deleted shit, right? And like for instance, one of the jokes in the movie is that this is also what's good rewriting. In this movie, everybody's knowing that he broke up with Brandy Svenning, right? Yeah. And everybody's kind of like throwing in that joke, especially at the end of the movie where the guy comes up from behind him in the parking lot. Like, hey, aren't you the guy that broke up with Brandy Svenning? And he's like, I'm done. And he's like, everybody knows. But the original thing he punches. The original thing that happened was that at college, the original breakup was supposed to be at college. You know, there's this gala, which they mentioned in this movie, to the father. Remember, it's like, if this is anything that has to remotely do with what happened at the gala, he's like, you're going to be like, you know, doing this whole nother thing. Remember when he was like talking to the exec for the first time? Right. We see that, you know, and they're talking on the rooftop because she's like looking at the stars because she's, you know, she's going to school for that stuff. And he's like dressed up in like some shit because he's in a play. And so they're talking. They do that whole, I thought we weren't done with that breakup shit anymore. Right. And I was like, I'm saying that to my girlfriend one of these days if she breaks up with me. I thought we were going. He was like, I want to be a veteran in relationships. But anyway, so they're talking. They do the breakup thing, right? And he has like a musket gun because, like I said, he's like doing Hamilton or some shit.
Yeah, he did mention Hamilton in the play.
Exactly. Yes. And so he has a gun, and his gun gets caught in her hair. And the gun that he has got pellets, and he shoots from the rooftop, and the mayor was there. So the mayor thought he was getting shot at. Security is getting crazy. They're trying to block him, and whatchamacallit. So, you know, just fucking crap happens. Yeah. So the whole joke actually was, the original joke was, aren't you the guy that was on CNN? That was actually that. It wasn't the breakup wasn't news. It was the fact that he made the news by being the person that almost killed the mayor, but not really. Wow. You know what I mean? So like if you actually paid attention and you look at the guy's mouth, he says, "Aren't you the guy that was on CNN?" And he punched him for that, because throughout the entire movie was that they kept saying it. Even Ben Affleck has the scene, but they cut it out. It was at the elevator while they were waiting, and there's a scene where it's all quiet and there's a group of people. Right. If you look at Ben Affleck, he's like doing this, and then he kind of like looks at him, and he turns like this. He was like, "Hey," and that's where they cut it. But if you see the movie, you're like, "Oh shit!" You can see where the cut happens. Yeah. Where he goes, "Wait, aren't you the guy who almost killed the president?" Everybody's like saying like that's the buildup of that, like you know. And he's like trying to, so he's getting pissed off that everybody thinks that he was trying to kill somebody and all this and that. Right. But that's the power of rewrite. He's like, "Why don't we just do it where?" You know, they broke up, and they rewrote the whole part where he was like, "Look, this guy's saying that you guys broke up." You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I like the way they did it then.
Yeah.
Better than you explained it. I like this.
Yeah.
The way it was.
It works. The other version works. We're gonna twist it, but if it was cleaned up a little bit more and it was just edited just a little bit better, maybe it would have been a better movie. Right. And it does look, in the whole, it is a better movie because it's smarter. Yeah. Right. But it still does the same thing. It even goes the exact same way with the dating and all that shit. That didn't change. It's just a question. The only thing that changed was the CNN thing and the breakup scene. Right. That's it. How that worked. Whatchamacallit. So. Another thing that I want to say that so that was the thing with that, but the movie, like I said, like I think this movie still works. That movie I also have autographed by him. So before Cindy kills that story, I'm like, wow, this girl. Does anybody have any questions or like anything that we want to say about Mallrats?
Last podcast you told us about Clerks, and you told us, did you notice this guy played this guy because he was reusing characters?
Yeah. So
this was his first Hollywood movie, you said?
This was his first entry to Hollywood movies.
Budget,
well, here's another. Yeah, I was gonna stick to telling you trivia, but then then people might be like, I don't like hearing this fucking guy talk the whole damn time. People. They want to hear Gabby and Cindy.
Give
and
me one
John.
piece of trivia, and then you stop talking for the rest of the
Jay almost got cut out by. Then we're gonna replace him with a whole nother Jay.
What?
The studios were not convinced that Jay Muse,
What?
that Jason Muse
Never.
was the guy. He was not capable of being Jay.
Are you kidding
would've
me?
never been the same.
No way. I would have
this
gone
was
up.
Jay's best performance. I do. While we're on the topic of Jay, I think this was like his best performance.
Yeah,
In this particular movie.
This is actually the first, other than Clerks. This was Jay being Jay for the very first time. Like, we never really get to see Jay be Jay, and you see Jay a lot
He
in
had
this
a lot
movie.
of dialogue,
and
he had a
the-
lot of scene action. I loved
Yeah,
it.
and in the beginning of the movie when he's at the front of the pet shop, hey
Yeah.
kitty, hey kitty, and then the woman passes. Like, I've seen that at the real mall. Like, kids hanging out right in front of the store. Some hot girl passed by. Hey, mommy, what's good? So, but he didn't say nothing. He just started
That
like
was you,
sticking his
right?
finger in his mouth. No, that was not me, right? I was working at the mall. I didn't do that.
Yeah. Here's another little fun fact
No,
for you.
wait. Going back to that fun fact before you get off of it.
Go ahead.
I would have been so disappointed
You gotta fight for him.
if they would have taken Jay out of it. Like, what the heck? Who do they think they are? No, it's Kevin
The
Smith
people that are
and
paying
Jay.
to make the movie.
No,
that's who they
but
are.
they don't.
Writers,
But they have to see the
editors.
bigger picture. They're a team. They're two. And Jay is awesome. Are you
They
kidding
don't
me?
see the bigger-
How many times
No.
do you see sequels,
Executives?
sequels of movies? It's a whole different character. Like
They changed them
even
because
in like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or these TV sitcoms, they changed the
You know
characters.
what's so funny? Before
Yeah.
you even said that, I thought that the first person I thought because
We're
I
on the
remember
same
when
line.
they
changed the aunt.
Yes,
Oh, I
Vivian.
was so sad.
Yes, I was
Oh,
so upset
man.
with.
She left though. It wasn't that they changed it. She left. She was. I'm done. I don't want to do it.
That's besides the point.
That-
It was
but that's what
changed.
happens, and then they gotta replace it, and then it's like fuck.
No, I know things happen. Life happens.
Mm-hmm.
Death happens. Whatever the case is.
I'm not
you
saying
know,
that
but-
the other Vivian was bad, but
But
I'm
it
just
wouldn't
saying,
be
like,
Jay
we
and
really
It
Silent
loved the
sucked.
first
Yeah, no,
one.
like
Yeah.
and it was early too though. Like at the time, they were
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
and you know this. I mean, Jay was only in one movie.
Right.
If they had changed them,
I
not
love
saying
Jay.
that it wouldn't have been a big deal, but who's to say? I mean, this was my first movie. It would have been like, it wouldn't have been weird for me. I'm like, oh, there was another Jay before this, and I would have been like,
Wait.
all right, this is Jay
So
now.
how were
I
they
know
able
what
to
you-
convince them?
But I know what you're meaning
That
now
was my
because
next
I know what you're saying,
question.
though.
How
Yeah.
did they convince him to?
Yeah, that's what we were about.
You know,
Sorry,
but I
sorry.
understand what you're trying to say with it, but like you said, he's been in one movie. What's to say the guy that they wanted to be Jay could have done a better part?
yeah.
That's what
Like
you
they
gotta think
wanted to
about,
get
too.
an actual actor because the thing is, Jason Mewes was not and is
Right, he
still
was
not
a
now an
friend.
actual
Look,
actor.
we all love him now, but
Yeah.
what's to say back then?
So then what?
That's what they were
Cindy's
thinking.
Question: How did they get? How did they?
Yeah, how did they
Oh,
convince?
Kevin Smith fought through tooth and nail.
Yo, you're
to
the
get-
man, Kevin Smith. If you're listening to this, you are the
But
man.
he failed. He succeeded and failed. He got to
Why?
keep his J, but he didn't get to tell the movie he wanted to tell. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, ooh, damn. It's a
That
win and a
even-
loss, but there's still a
But
win there
even
because
then,
there's an
goes
audience.
goes to show you the loyalty he had to his friends and the people that he has been with him since day one, and I love
Yeah.
that. That's one of the reasons why I am pro
And I
Kevin
give him
Smith
credit for that
story.
too. I give him
I
a lot of
give him
credit
actually
for
credit
that.
for that.
To fight for the people that you want to be in
You're
your
the
movie.
man, Kevin.
You
You're
know,
the man.
You're the man,
here's
Kev.
so there's that. Here's a little facto from the movie stuff. T.S. Quint is a twin, is what I told you. He's
Yeah,
twin.
Big Gabby, we're already thinking.
T.S.
His brother
What's up,
actually
T.S.
is also
brother?
a famous actor too, but on TV shows.
Uh.
His brother was in a show called Party of Five.
He's
Yeah.
that dude. He's the father.
No, not
Oh.
the father. Does he look old enough to be a
You
father?
are
No.
the father.
He played the oldest son.
I wish you
Oh,
guys
the
could see
brother.
Cindy's
Party of Five.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
Her
so.
eyes just lit up.
I wouldn't know. I was like, what? But they didn't look like him. That was like, wait, what?
He's still not a bad looking guy. He is a little overweight though. But hey, what do you expect? They're in their mid 40s. You know what I mean? So that's that. We all know Brody. We know him. We saw him in Chasing Amy.
Right.
He has a kid named Apple. No, he has a kid named
Banana?
No, it's
Cherry?
actually Pocket Protector. No.
What?
Is it Pocket Protector or is it airplane instructor? Something like that. I swear to God, he has his kid's name has got a very bad name, but
Oh my God.
and it's like something like that. But that's him. But he's actually still pretty big. This is actually what I wanted to tell you. Jason Lee, you guys like The Incredibles?
Yeah.
He's the voice of the villain.
Really?
Jason Lee's the voice of the
my
villain.
God.
Yeah, Brody.
Just rewind 10 seconds. Jason's lead child is Pilot Inspector.
Pilot Inspector. Oh
His
yeah.
daughter is Casper, and the other son is Sonny Lee.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
But an inspector with the
Pilot.
K.
Yeah, with a K. It was like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you gonna
Can
do?
we talk about this dating game for a second?
Yeah, truth or date. That was a thing.
That was a thing. It was interesting.
What'd you think of that?
I wasn't sure like how that sort of fit into the. I mean, obviously, I know
it was his father's thing. Yeah.
Right, but like it just. I didn't expect the ending, I think, and that's what like I sort of liked about the movie, because at the beginning we know father's producer of this TV show or whatever the case is.
He's trying to make a show.
It didn't tie in till the end where I'm like, oh, 'cause that's where he proposed. That's where it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I want to be on a game
That's
show.
us.
Like that,
You want to be on a game show if they ever make him again, right? If they just start calling him up. Did you like that? The fact that this is a very simple movie to have that kind of unpredictability for you?
Yeah, I
because there's nothing here to be unpredictable with.
Right.
It just goes, it does its thing, and then it finishes.
Well, that'd be awesome.
And that's
if they
good
did it-
though.
If they actually did that in malls nowadays, that'd
Yeah,
be cool.
that they do game shows
Yeah,
and
anything
they
live, that'd be
they
cool.
I come from an era where believe it or not, some of these like teeny bopper singers they start from malls, performing at malls, performing there.
This is me and you.
You know, I wasn't sure if they did in Puerto Rico, but like there's a singer named Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be any. She started from a mall. She started singing in a mall.
Did Robin and How I Met Your Mother. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We started at a mall.
No, it's just like Puerto Rico. I'm working at Johnny Rockets. I got there in the morning, see them putting up a stage, writing the food. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Same thing.
Yeah.
Rappers nowadays that you know from Puerto Rico
Yeah.
had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Who came to the mall that day was Zion Lennox, Daddy Yankee,
Oh, look at that.
Nicky Jam,
In a mall.
and Don Omar.
Singing
When
in the mall.
They were already famous as shit in Puerto Rico, but that
They're
was
still
it.
singing in the mall,
So they
yeah.
really went to the mall, did a whole concert. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna take my break right now. I'm just
There
looking
was
down.
there was a group called Chris Cross. They started in a mall.
Jump, jump.
Yeah, the Jump Guys. You know that song, Gabby? Jump.
Yes,
jump.
I do. Oh my
Chris
God.
Cross, they started at a mall.
191, not like
They
291.
actually performed at Garden State Plaza, the mall that I go to. They performed there. And I remember that their limo hit a girl.
Oh my God.
And she just got up and ran away. I swear. She didn't get hit hard, but I remember being
And I gotta
bogged out
say,
of my mind.
one more thing about being a mall rat.
Yeah.
I worked there, so I knew things that were happening. So I'm a huge wrestling fan. So one day I get a scoop that, oh yeah, there's gonna be some autograph session tomorrow. I'm like, who? Like, what the hell autograph session?
Yeah, you get in the Brody moment.
Yeah, you get what was it? You can look it up. WWE. Shit, what was it called? New Year's Revolution or something like that.
Yeah, New Year's Right. Oh,
It was
that
in
was
Puerto
in PR.
Rico.
Yeah, that was in
The
Puerto
first
Rico.
elimination chamber.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So who went to the mall? Carlito, Victoria, and Val Venus.
All in the mall.
So I
Start to the
I
mall.
told my boss, I need the autograph. I met them. I talked to Carlito. I'm like, oh, his dad was there because I've seen his dad
Yep.
so many times.
Yep.
I went to shake Victoria's hand. Like, oh, can I give you a kiss?
Yep.
She gave me a kiss. I'm like, oh, I'll
Yep,
never watch
there
my
you
chick
go.
again.
Woo!
And I saw Val
Sorry,
Venus. Yep.
Val Venus.
I got the
I
autograph
have
from
to
my
be on my
house.
date show.
I have to do it. Yeah, yeah, do that.
It was
I gotta
so
do it.
fun.
So
Like,
Val
yeah,
Venus
but-
was there. Hello,
Yeah.
ladies.
And he
Yo,
was
porno
a
music
tall
player.
fucking guy, man.
He was. He
Like
was.
I said, like, I was just
They
like
all
Brody.
start
I
in the
had
mall.
the little scoop.
Yeah, look at that. I met 98 Degrees in the mall.
know
I met
that.
I met Howard Stern in the mall.
Nice.
Not Howard Stern. I'm sorry.
Josh
Not Howard Stern. I'm sorry. No. But there's a story that has to do with Howard Stern. It was Kathy Lee Gifford.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had a signing at where I worked, so she was at the mall.
Cool.
And if you go back in time and look it up on YouTube, you can find this. Howard Stern pranked her at our store. Wow. He put rats on her table. He had someone put rats on her table while he was on the radio.
Yeah.
While he was on the radio, and like they're talking to the guy,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh, I'm gonna see you right now, blah blah blah.
Nice.
You can look it up, you can YouTube it, and you can find it. It was at Sam Goody that this happened. You know what I mean? At where I used to work at a music store there. That's just
No,
awesome.
like I said, like you said, those people went to your mall. Mall that I took Gabby to is the one I worked in. The first open. For the 90s, who was the famous skateboarder?
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. Oh, I knew that one.
He was.
Tony Hawk went to a store called Bora Bora. It was like a surfing and skateboarding store.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sign autographs. That same week, there was a pop star. She's Puerto Rican from the Bronx.
J Lo.
She went to I'm like, what the hell is going on in this damn mall? Like, but then after that, it was like no more.
Yeah.
US
But that's a
people,
big
but it
fucking
was
deal.
like Olga Tañón and all these famous Spanish people.
Yeah.
But like at that mall, man, there's so many
You
people.
get 'em.
That,
The malls, trust me,
See,
the malls
the
where you
mall
start,
was
man.
the way to be. I mean, the place to be
See,
when you're young.
us New Yorkers, we We have signings at Barnes and Noble and Virgin Megastore when it existed.
Yawn.
And
Yawn.
oh shush. And a comic book store that I went with my brother also to meet a wrestler.
Corner, there's a
Yeah,
celebrity.
but,
Was it a
that,
comic
but,
book?
but
Yeah, it
that's
was a
why.
comic
Look, that's
book
why I
store.
said the mall. I still love the way I grew up because you'll just see anybody at the mall. There was sometimes I go to the arcades, go visit my brother. There was a rapper playing basketball with his son in the little arcade thing.
Yeah.
You just go say
That's
hi. You
awesome.
respect them like they were just regular people.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Well, so do you have anything to say? I know I saw you write down stuff. Huh? Well,
I was writing down the Howard Stern because I'm going to Google it.
yeah, you can look it up. Look it up. Yeah, Catholic. Do it on the Catholic Gifford though. You should be able to find it easier through her. What else? Okay, so here it goes. Our famous boy Walter Flanagan, the guy that is the owner and the host of Comic Book Men, which is a Kevin Smith's show, as we all know. He was in this movie too.
Yep.
He was the guy that was wearing that red jersey.
Yeah, that's how I knew.
Right?
I like, yep, I know who. I seen him on the TV show.
We also just got introduced to the guy next to him, the one with the long hair and that goatee. He's the overweight, long haired guy, the one that just always tells the jokes.
Really?
He just got weight. That is
it happens with age, man.
that,
Don't worry.
That is Brian Johnson, and he just put him in this movie for the first time. Now, mind you, like I said, these are best friends. These are friends of his. It's like, dude, I'm making movies now. I'm working for Universal Pictures, bro. Come in, jump in this movie with me. You know what I mean? So he put him on there as a whole new character that actually, believe it or not, as we keep going, because now the trilogy's done, but this guy is gonna stay. This specific Walter Flanagan character. And I'll tell you who he doesn't have a name, but I'll tell you how you're gonna know him. So here you got these two characters, and they are the ones that own the comic book store. And he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna try and get in there. You know, you gotta ask me nicely, whatever." He's like, "You better go before I, call the cops." And Walter Flanagan goes, "Tell him, Steve Dave." If you look in the movie, on the show, that guy Brian Johnson, the one with the long hair, he has a shirt and he has a podcast called "Tell Him, Steve Dave." Nice. So and I need to get this shirt whenever I get to go to the store. I'll probably just order it online. I need that "Tell Him, Steve Dave" shirt. That's just fucking awesome.
No, not ordered online. Let's go to the store.
We can go. We should make a little trip.
We can make a podcast about our
Yeah,
trip.
we should.
Yeah, we should. We should make a little like. And the thing that sucks is that we're never gonna see them there because they're only filming now. They don't need to like work there anymore.
Yeah,
that's the shit that sucks. So if we meet them, we'll be lucky. You know what I mean? And we can't go on a weekend either. It has to be on a weekday. That's actually a more. We'll be luckier to see them during the week other than the weekend.
But I bet you they pop in here and there because there's just like on Howard Stern. I was listening to. Well, I don't know his real name, but Negan from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He said
Norman Reedus.
They live upstate.
I mean, not Negan, Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah, they live up. He lives upstate, and who played Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd lives. He's like his neighbor. So they living up there. They said the community is really beautiful. So there was a candy store gonna close.
Yeah.
The owner died or something. They were gonna. He's like, he talked to Paul Rudd and like, this is something that the community likes. Fuck it, let's buy it.
They did.
So they bought it. He's successful now because
That's
who they are.
And that's what he.
But yeah, he said he hired somebody. He's there almost every week when he can, and when he's not filming. And now Paul Rudd is always there.
Yeah.
And Paul Rudd did a radio show there like
that's
2-3 weeks
cool,
ago.
Man. Yeah.
But they always there.
That's awesome,
So
and
like-
that's
like
exactly
you said,
how
yeah.
Kevin Smith is, man. Like his mom still lives in Red Bank. That's where he's from, Red Bank, New Jersey.
Right.
That's where his comic book store's at. This flagship store.
Yeah,
He put, even though he opened one in California, he lives in California now.
Sure.
But he still comes to Jersey.
Oh,
So when so if Christmas is at his mom's house, it's in Jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's fucking cool. He's super cool and down to earth. Especially when you hear him tell stories, you can feel that he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And I feel
he
like
says
that's
his
how
mom
his
calls him
movies are,
Tiger.
too.
Yeah, and that's and so every time he says, "Oh, my mom told me this. Tiger, you got to do this, and you got to do that," and he always makes like stupid little funny jokes. Like, look, that's the Star Wars movie. Like he's like talking about his mom, and I'm like, yo, I could see that his mom probably does that all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as we see like further movies, you're gonna see those two characters. They're gonna just pop up out of nowhere, and the long haired guy's gonna say something, and the other guy's gonna be like, "Tell him, Steve Dave." Like he's gonna be that guy that just like tell him like that. So there is more to come now that the trilogy is over, and there are no more trilogies, but the story kind of continues, and I can't wait to keep showing you more stuff.
So Clerks 2 was after Chasing Amy.
No, there's still a little gap there. After Chasing Amy is Dogma.
Which
It's a
we
movie
need to
called
see.
Dogma, which I highly
his
recommend.
trilogy was Chasing Amy, Clerks, and Mallrats.
Yes, because the thing is that once he made
Clerks,
these 3
Mallrats,
movies,
Chasing
he
Amy.
wanted to like stem away from that and kind of like just make movies, regular, straight up, no Jay and Silent Bob stuff, no da. You know, so I don't know if it wasn't going well, or maybe because his choice of making Chasing Amy, though it got critical acclaim, I think he lost a lot of fire on them, because if you notice, Chasing Amy, you can kind of say it's his first non-Jane Silent Bob, because they're only in one scene.
Yeah.
And unlike Clerks, they're there. Mallrats, they're there. You know what I mean? And this one, they're not there at all.
Yeah, I know. You know? Okay, so side note for all you viewers, when we were watching Chasing Amy, which
Listeners,
was the
not
first one. Okay. Paul Rudd, not Paul Rudd.
Not bad.
So, Chasing Amy, I literally had to like question the 3 of these guys, because I was like, wait, who are these 2 people? Like, they're there for like 30 seconds. Why did they pay them? I'm so confused.
Yeah, and
now watching the entire trilogy, I'm like, oh.
That's why I said they're like flies in the wall. Yeah. But I wanted to show you Chasing Amy, and it was actually literally on the spot that I said, you know what? They just said that they didn't, because it was on the show that you guys admitted that you didn't see it.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this shit. I don't care. I'll go back and we're gonna start doing this whole thing, and we'll just start on. And I say we keep going, because Dogma is the next film. It's right there. Believe it or not, I won't tell you how.
Is there no relation to these 3 films with Dogma and the other ones?
Now, out of the trilogy, that's it. There's no like little like puns, Julie Dwyer in the pool, no Alyssa Jones and Alyssa's sister Heather and Rick. Because that's what I wanted to go to.
Because I was starting to get really confused with all these puns.
Yeah. Gwen fucked Rick Derris. You know, remember who Rick Derris is, right? From Clerks, the bodybuilder type.
Yes.
He fucked her on a pool table. You know,
right.
You know, shit like that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, no, I love that shit because. But believe it or not, Jay and Silent Bob are in this movie. Though this movie has nothing to do with Jay and Silent Bob, but they're in it, and they're in it heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to tell you.
Characters or
they're
else?
important, but they're supportive characters.
Okay.
The story's completely different. We follow somebody that's not even a part. It's in Chicago. Just put it like that. That's how, like, it's not even in Jersey. So when it starts in Chicago with a whole different character, a whole new person and shit like that. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I can't wait to show it to you. I think it's one of his best works too, and is also one of his silliest, but also one of his most like.
And also one of the ones that's very well known, because I know that now with the internet going crazy with memes, they have like, you know, the buddy Christ and all that stuff. Like, people are very aware of that.
Stop.
Like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm messing up, aren't I?
My goodness.
Very
gracious,
nice.
Sorry.
Give it a breather, man.
I'm sorry.
But this is what's funny from.
But I'm surprised if they haven't seen it.
It's okay if they haven't. The movie's from 1999. I can understand if they didn't see
It's
it.
very popular.
You know what I mean? They didn't see Clerks, Mallrats, or Chasing Amy until now.
But like I told you, I've seen bits and parts. From Dogma, I know there's something about wings.
Guys, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Stop
But
it.
yeah,
It's but Jane Silent Bob are in it. Like I said, they play a big part, but not a important part. But so I can. But from here on in, there are things that they start that they use in movies in the future, but not in like the way that he did it in the Tri-Burbs, stuff, like where it was like putting people together in names, and like, oh my god, you know that person too, that's done. It's just like Easter eggs in a different way. Now, back to with Mallrats. So Walter Flanagan was the Tell 'Em Steve guy. Dave. He was also the guy with the long hair that was moving the podium, and our boy Merle. Our boy Merle was like, you stomped the carpet with your feet like this, and he put his leg in the hole. That guy that he fired, that's Walter too, with a very bad long hair.
That's
and
like,
mud.
I didn't know what it was him because he had a, like you said, a bad wig.
And I had a feeling too something was fishy because like they focused on that. It was only like a 30-second scene, but they focused on it like way too.
You want to know something also that's very cheap?
The flooring on that stage.
Yeah, all in the floor. That guy Walter and our main character TS, they wore the same shirt.
Really?
Yeah, the same like checkered that lumber. They wore the same. They wore when he goes to that one guy to tell him to put the podium over the hole, that black guy, he was wearing the same shirt. It's just like
they recycled the shirt.
They literally recycled his shirt. God knows how many shirts he used. They also recycled the Henry Hudson shirt that that Brody had in the beginning of the movie in bed. Somebody in the crowd had it too. Shit like that. I'm like, damn, you gotta love these cheap old movies. The way they were running, they run dumb slow.
Whatever worked.
That scene, Jay and Silent Bob with the gun. Anybody remember where that's from? He would play the music. It was a lot of references to Batman in this movie. That scene is from the 1989 version of Batman, Michael Keaton, when him and Vicky Vale are on the run from Joker's people.
Yeah.
And then he shoots the gun up like that, and they go up like that. How much do you weigh? You know, like. Yep. And he also quotes Jack Nicholson, "Where do you get those wonderful toys?" And he kisses him in the cheek. And then obviously with the point he had, the music was like a la, like when he went flying across. Yeah. Fly, fat ass, fly.
That's why I love it when they're trying to ruin like the show.
Yeah.
Silent Bob interrupted Gwen.
Yeah.
And then when I first saw him, oh shit, that's Alyssa.
It's Alyssa. I would have. You know what's funny? Like it would have been so fucking cool if that was Alyssa, but it wasn't at the time because he didn't create Chasing Amy yet. So it's like. You know, whatever, but...
Right, but in my head, because I forgot we were watching it backwards,
yeah.
Like, why is she Gwen? I don't understand.
Alyssa is in the mall here. He's like, why is your name Gwen? You fucker. I love it.
That was your favorite line.
Huh?
You fucker.
Yeah, you got to make an impression, right? That was Kevin Smith's girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
For you,
yeah.
Okay.
He had no problem getting the chicks. What else in there? There's a Mallrats. We know. Where do you guys know that girl from? Brandy Spenning. The girl that played her.
Oh, who?
Where do you know? Yeah. No, Brandy, the girl who played Brandy, T.S.'s girlfriend.
I know I've seen her.
She's gorgeous. She aged well too. She aged well too. She was on because I watch Hawaii Five-0. I don't know if you know that there's a new show called Hawaii Five. Well, it's a remake, but there's a show called Hawaii Five-0. She's in it
Hawaii,
now.
I thought you said Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, no, Hawaii Five-0. Like she was in a few episodes now, and I'm like, wow, yo, she's still look good. She's actually not American either. She's British.
Yeah, I hinted at the accent, definitely.
It came out of there. So you thought she was mousy, CC?
Yeah, she was mousy, but she was so pretty mousy.
Because when she was fucking 90s chick, bro.
No, but she was absolutely beautiful.
I know. I was in love with girls like that in the 90s.
I had to look it up, but I know where I seen her from. With the Medallion with Jackie Chan.
Oh my God, she's in there. That's right.
Yeah, she's like the main character.
I totally forgot about that.
I seen her somewhere. She was a big.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yep, the Medallion.
That's crazy. No, so also here's a little nod to Chasing Amy. Banky dated her before TS. When they were talking about the stories about like who they had sex going down on people, he was like, one time I was going down on this girl named Brandy Spenning. That's the reason why my neck. Yes. That's why my neck doesn't go this way because her father pulled my hair back like this. Oh. You remember that? You remember that scene? Yeah. That's what so when you hear that name, it's fucking cool, you know, because we all know obviously it wasn't after TS because she married him, you know. But yeah, there's that. All these people, like I said, they're all there. So we got Dogma. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is also like that is the wrap up of everything. You know, like that was actually your first movie.
Yeah, it was. I was just about to say that was my first movie, and we went to go see it in the theater.
Yeah. Yep. I remember those days. Wow. They mentioned the video store in Mallrats. They said, fucking now I'm drawing a blank on why. I mean, when it was that he said that they were talking about the video store.
The video store next to the convenience store? Clerks?
Yes.
Really? I didn't catch that.
Well, no, it was cut out. I'm sorry. That was a deleted scene where they drive.
Yeah.
When they leave the mall, they drive past by the stores.
Oh, okay.
But they did mention the video store, and I can't remember why or when or where because I'm stupid. You know, but I think... Anybody have any questions? Or
No, I was just thinking about that character, the Brenda character. I like her because the way how in the beginning of the movie when she's like telling him, did you, like she's questioning him.
She's mousy hot.
That's why. Yeah, no, because when I say mousy, I mean it like because she's so delicate and so like kind of shy and kind of like, you know, she's beautiful and then she's like hiding behind these glasses and like it was cute. It was like a cute moment because it didn't really. Then you see her on the game show and she looks all like she's like.
Let me ask you this: do you think that was I can't fucking do that. That whole like, I'm helping my dad out and I'm gonna be the contestant, you know, to my dad's game show.
I almost feel like we were gonna say that threw me off. Was she like intentionally doing that? Was she?
No, because he was talking mad shit because it was his fault the girl died. So she thought that because her father wanted to like destroy him, she felt that was the best thing that she could do. Right. To like and even in me, even still 37-year-old me. I can't stomach that. What? You're gonna what? You're gonna go do what? Yo, you need to fucking... I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if it's last minute. It ain't happening. You know what I mean? So, like, you got that. Y'all... Loquito, is that you? You know, Gabby tells you, I was like, well, you fucked up, Josh. Now I have to fix my dad's game show by being the pseudo-rat.
Yeah. You tell him you gotta do. I'll find somebody to take your place. Don't worry. I'll hire somebody.
I'll
be
low blowing so hard.
Hold on. Let's talk about this. It's just a game show.
But
she would have had to go. She would have had to go.
The winner goes to Florida with the guy
for a week.
Did they film this? Was that the point? Like how?
That was the point of the thing. Like the thing in the show is like whoever won, they get a 1 week vacation together in Florida.
Right, but how would you have known? I mean, I'm just saying. Like,
how would I have known what?
Whether they'd gone to Florida and like spent a week there. I mean, like
it could have not happened. It's true, but who's thinking like that? Who thinks like that?
Well, I'm thinking about
you?
that. I'm just saying.
So Josh tells you, yo, you know, you fucked up, Gabby, and I gotta fix this shit up. I gotta be the suitor for my mom's game show. Yeah. And now I have to pick which one of these 3 girls I'm gonna spend a week with in Florida.
I'll be on the next flight there. We can meet each other.
So there you go. So I'm like, yo, that's the fucking solution. That's the fucking shit.
Okay, let me put you in this shoes then. Cindy does some, you do some shit. Cindy has to fix it for you. But now, because her father wants to kill you, do you want to still impress her father? Do you want to make him believe that you're still there for Cindy no matter what? What do? Act like an asshole?
Well, all I know is this: if I would have done Mallrats, I would have chased. It was like, look, instead of us trying to figure out how we're gonna fucking get back together, the movie Mallrats is gonna change now, and what we're gonna do is find a new pseudo-rat for your fucking father, and for 90 minutes we're gonna find out who's gonna fucking.
True. They had plenty of time to find some girl.
You gonna tell me Gwen wasn't gonna fucking do it? They fucking knew who Gwen was.
She would have done it in a heartbeat.
She wouldn't even be on the game show. She would just be like,
give me
bring all 3 guys.
Movie done. Roll credits. We find yourself a suitor, a suitorette, dad-in-law, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like, now that would have been me. I was like, what? And then one of my favorite parts. I'm gonna start it off this time, but one of my favorite parts. I actually have 2. And one is when Shannon Doherty, yes, she's in this movie. We forgot to mention that Shannon Doherty, Brenda from 90210, is in here.
No, you ruined it because I wanted. Josh was gonna talk about Willem, and I was gonna mention also that one of the funny scenes is when Shannon Doherty's character comes and she goes, Brenda.
He's talking about his favorite scene.
Josh, before we speak about our favorite scene, let's let it play out. Tell me about Willem.
He is like, I know everybody had a friend like that. Overthinks everything and gets pissed off when he can't see what you see.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the 90s, those 3D, look at it
for
like 30 seconds and you'll see what it is. There was time I ripped a page out of the book because I couldn't see what the hell it was. But I could relate to him because he's just standing there. He said he's been there for a week, can't see what the hell it is.
But today is his day.
Yeah, today's his day. He brought his lunch, he brought a soda. TS goes, it's a sailboat.
Oh, you saw it too?
Oh my God, whatever. Then he's still standing there. A group of kids on a field trip. Who the hell takes a field trip to a mall? I have no idea.
Yeah, the field
trip. Right?
The kids are like, damn, what the hell did they call it?
They were seeing the Easter Bunny. That's what they took.
Yeah, no, but what the hell did the girl call it?
A schooner.
A schooner.
I didn't know that.
No, it's a sailboat.
No, I know. I got to do it because this one. It was actually. No, it was the funniest scene that I've seen up to that moment. You know, like I saw the movie, I'm watching the movie, and I'm like laughing. But the second this part here happened, I laughed my ass off. Had to pause it. You know, he goes, you dumb bastard. I'm like, oh my God, I've been wanting to call kids that my entire life growing up. And he said it, and I laughed my ass off. He was like, it's not a schooner, it's a sailboat. And then that one kid comes out, Matt Smarter, schooner is a sailboat, you stupid head.
You stupid idiot.
Yeah, he goes, like this, you know what? And some kids get like that.
The bunny is not real.
That's just some guy in a suit.
I thought he was going to throw Santa in there, too.
Yeah.
That's when I thought he was going to throw a painting, but then he went back and looking at it. I'm like, oh, God.
I sort of want to watch the first scene and see if we see a sailboat, because I wasn't paying attention.
No, there's no sailboat. Not in that one. But when they do a wide shot, when those kid games, there's a picture on the left that shows the baseball player pitching. That was a real one. You see the baseball player like getting ready to pitch, but the one that he's looking at, they ain't shit there. It would have been funny to see it though, and him not of us seeing it. But it wasn't one of those cool pictures. But this was cool. Like I'm a firm believer when it comes to story writing, in having a story arc for everybody in the movie, meaning a beginning, a middle, and an end. Sure. And he has one. He has a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's there. He's not just that guy that's just standing there. Even at the end of the movie, how sometimes they have no build-up, that you just see him standing there.
Right.
Like, the fact that he pushes the story forward, literally pushes
And
the
he
story
saved the
forward.
movie at the
and
end.
he literally saved the movie at the end.
Right.
Because he still couldn't fucking see the fucking sailboat.
Right.
I love that part when he's, like, moping.
I
He's
agree,
like,
yeah.
sailboat, goddamn sailboat.
Well, that's what that kind of ties in with, like, how I keep saying it's a raw, like, because you can connect to it. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a beginning, a middle, and end, and so you feel like you're there experiencing this entire thing.
Because you can,
it,
like
as
the
I
way
keep
he
saying.
makes it, like I don't know, it's like he knows what to tell his
It
actors
would have killed me if
to
I would've
say
been
it
like, "Did you
right.
ever see the sailboat? What
Yeah,
happened?"
and what's cool is that you get that. You get in the, at the
Right.
end, like he says, like William eventually got to see the sailboat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know they were lying though.
Huh?
'Cause he's like, oh yeah, I did. So why the hell are you saying you did when you haven't yet? But that
it's
was
like it's
funny.
coming. He'll
Yeah.
eventually see it.
Yep.
It's like when T.S. Quinn and Brandy, they got married. William eventually got to see the sailboat. Yes! That's good for him, for whoever wants to do that.
Victory.
I love that part. His screaming, "Oh Lord, when the hell am I gonna get to see this goddamn sailboat?" I love it because it's so real. Where you get the frustration. Even you having it today with Super Mario Run, and you're like
gosh.
black. You're like black coin.
Yeah,
Goddamn black coin.
Guys,
I
Mario
love
Run.
it.
Addicted.
It happens.
It's real life.
Get addicted.
But any other scenes anybody wanted to talk about?
I have two.
Yeah, go right ahead, man.
Well, like the other two movies was Kevin Smith, but now he didn't say anything in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was Stan Lee, and I was surprised at that. And it's true, like you
He gave him the important story.
yeah, he gave him the most important advice of the movie.
that was
Whatever.
fake.
Stop. All right, I'm getting to it.
Disappointment. Silent Bob's little
'Cause-
line like didn't hit me in the heart. Like,
Because you're not a
it
Star Wars fan.
Well, that's probably.
Yeah, but like
That
I
is
said, like
that is a line Yoda said in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Adventure, excitement,
Gabby,
Jedi craves not
get
these
up
things.
on it, girl.
It's all right. But
so-
that he got the Star Wars line.
yeah, so that was one of my favorites. That
But the story, yes.
yeah, the story that he gave him.
About
He's like,
losing the
don't-
girl.
Yeah, losing the girl, and then you're not trying to get back with her. Like you said, I was the same way. I collect the comic books, and I am what I am today. So he's like, oh, but you're good. You fucked all these other bros.
I love that he said that. It's like, oh, look at you. Now you're like fucking broads and like, look at you're famous now and all this.
Yeah, he's like,
"Bro,
yeah, I
I
even
never
passed Mick
lost."
Jagger or whatever. Da, 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 da. But then he's like, I never forgot that girl.
Yeah.
Damn, you're so right. Then when he goes, fucking TS is like,
Yeah, you're
did you
like-
tell him?
Yo,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I did. I was one of those people that was like, yo, that's fucking cool. And then he's like, oh, it's all bullshit. It did shit. It was shots fired, dreams
Can
like
we
down.
just hold on? I just had a light bulb moment. In Chasing Amy, when we find out like the whole point of who Amy is and Chasing Amy,
Yeah.
there's a comparison. Get it? You're all looking at me like blank.
No, go ahead, man. I
Wait,
want you.
wait,
To, this is your fault.
In
Do it.
Chasing Amy, who dated Alyssa? Silent Bob, right? In that diner scene.
Amy.
Amy, sorry,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Silent
And
Bob.
he talks
yeah.
about how he had this girl Amy. She was so good. I mean, the whole point of
Yeah,
the
that
title-
he lost her.
Right,
That's what you're
and
trying to be.
comparing
Yeah, he lost her
Stanley,
because she was way more.
Scene over here where he's
Yeah.
like, although it was all fake, like, I had a girl, I lost her, etc.
Yeah.
There's a comparison there.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
high-fiving myself because I
You go, girl.
Yes.
And he was the last one to see the sailboat.
What was your second favorite part, Josh?
My second favorite is the most disgusting part of the movie.
Oh.
But when you
yeah.
do when you hate
It's
somebody,
got a lot of heart.
I've
Yeah.
never
When you
handshaken
hate
I'm
somebody,
going ahead.
just like Brody did, you stick your hand when you're walking in the mall, wherever you walk, and your ass is sweaty.
Stink palm.
You stick your hand and
Tell me
wipe
that,
your
yo.
ass,
That was one
and
of
go
the few.
shake your enemy's hand.
That was one of the earliest
That
times
is
in
so
movies
gross.
where I was like, oh, he's right. Like not the stink pump of like that you're walking around sweating, your ass stinks. Yeah, that's fucking true.
Yeah, it is.
Your ass has been sweaty, so you've been nervous all day. He tells them, I'm like, yeah, he's fucking right.
Yeah.
His
Yeah, no.
movies. With me growing up, his movies hit me in a level where it was like, holy fuck, he's talking about stuff that's true. It's not like he was the original meme. Just put it like that. He was the original meme where he's talking about not just like the fucking stink palm, but like farting in front of your girlfriend. Whatchamacallit? Taking your
Rawness, I'm telling
yes,
you,
that's what
the
I'm
realness.
take it like how TS bitched at Brody previously at some other time.
Lewis has a maniacal look in his eyes, and he's getting emotional,
I'm getting
guys.
emotional. The part when he's talking about how he hates his girlfriend keeping his socks on when they're having sex,
Oh, yeah, that
making
was
whoopee.
fucking funny.
I was like, yo, that's fucking hilarious because it's so random, but it makes total sense
Did you
when
wear
guys
your
talk.
socks?
That part I liked when she's like, oh, so contestant 2, what would you do if we were in whoopee? What is that? What the hell did she say?
He's like, what is? Was like, what's if we were being intimate?
Oh, when we getting intimate. Oh, what
What,
you mean
like-
when we fuck?
Well, you mean like
Yeah.
fucking? I love it.
Yes, when we fuck.
She was like, yeah. Well, how would you? What kind of noises
Well,
would you
we were
make?
on live TV. Of course, I couldn't say that word.
Well, here it goes. Listen, because I want to know how it sounds like on the podcast later when I hear it.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, John.
He's like, oh wait, I can't say this. This is inappropriate.
That's I can't wait to hear what that sounds like on my podcast. Oh, okay.
Should we break it down in words?
Watch
so
the
I can
movie
feel-
so you could just watch that
Yeah.
part.
And slaps.
Well, here goes. Let's do it in total. I'm gonna do it in total
Okay.
silence. Here it
Hold
comes.
on.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I should be answering that question. That's gonna be funny to hear it because
Oh
that's
my
what.
gosh.
Now we know how when you hear it. Now you're gonna know how Brandy felt like when she heard it.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, what?
But I must say, he looked kind of sexy. Him kind of actually physically.
Who,
though.
Brody?
Yes,
Oh,
he did.
doing that? Yeah.
Ah, yes,
This fucking
Brody.
girl, yeah, of course he
I
did.
do
Anyway.
also like the comparison between TS and Brody. Sort of. I mean, besides for they both broke up with the girl the same day. Both
girl
of those
broke up with them.
girls, well, they were broken up. Is my point.
Yeah.
They both sort of. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. They both.
Yeah.
About Brandy.
We were just talking
About the girls.
The girls. You know what really shook me by surprise? TS's girl, she decides to do the game show, and then Brody's girl gets with Ben Affleck, and I'm just like, you bitches are hoes. Like, this would not go down nowadays.
Yeah.
And even, and you know what wouldn't go down nowadays either? How Gwen and
Yeah.
Brandy, Gwen was like, well, I'll take him if you won't. And I'm like,
I was gonna say, wait. They're friends.
Granted,
They're
you had
friends,
him
and they're
first.
friends.
Granted, you had him first, but it's like,
Yo,
And
I
you're
knew
friends, and that's
me
how you're gonna
Gabby-
talk?
I knew Gabby and I were gonna
First
be
of
the same
all,
wavelength when it came to that.
I'm
They're like,
sorry.
bitch, what?
Girl, to get into your girl talk, Brandy had it coming because what the fuck she say? What the fuck did she say?
She said you can have him if you want.
if you want
But still, a code of girlfriends is you're not supposed to be like, yeah, I would.
But you realize
if
that
he wasn't so hung up on you.
But you realize that she did hit below the belt, right? So she's gonna
Doesn't
hit back.
matter.
That's what
I would
friends
never
do.
say that to my friend. I'll be like, if you don't want, I'll have him if you wasn't.
But she
so
wasn't
hung up on
gonna.
you. I would not say
She
that.
didn't.
To a
Like,
girl.
she said it to
said
piss
like
her
that.
off, though, because-
No, I thought I interpreted it like, I would if he wasn't so hung up on you.
Yeah, well, no, but that's
she
not.
was
But that's not
trying-
how she said. She broke that. It wasn't in the same sentence. She says, "Well, believe me, I would consider trying if I can," and then if he wasn't so hung up on you, like you
But
understand what
I
I'm saying?
took
Like,
it- I
I would consider trying, and then she kind of like paused.
Gabby
you know what
would
I
have
mean?
killed her and thrown her in a
mean, that's
Because
true.
think about it, it's the pause. Because she paused. If she
That's
said it
true, but that
slower,
pause, let me tell you, that pause, I took it as...
you were wanting to wring her neck. She wasn't going to even
We're
finish
not
it.
talking about me right now. I'm just saying, I took it as though she was just trying to say, he's hung up on you, like he wants you back.
Yeah, if she didn't complete that sentence, because that,
Right,
like I
well,
said,
obviously, right.
because he was
No.
like, "Oh, believe me, I'll consider trying." That's you. Like, I was like, "No way, he's hung up on you."
No.
Be stupid.
A little bit in
What?
Gwen's defense. A little bit in Gwen's defense, maybe, they probably were such good friends because then she just brushed it off. She was like, "Bye, see you later."
Because
like,
what
she
I
kinda
like-
whatever.
What I like is that that's a little pre-chasing Amy moment, because if you remember the story, what she was saying is that Gwen dated TS in high school, right?
Yes.
Right. So his non-grown up days, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Which I don't know if you heard, but the reason why he asked her, it was like, why did we date for as long as we did? And she said, you had cable. And
What a
though
hoe. I love it.
Though that's not funny to the millennials because everybody has fucking cable, but not everybody had cable in 1995.
Back in the
you know what I mean?
days,
So
it was
I mean,
tough.
so at that time, if you had cable, you were a G. You
Yeah.
had money.
Guys, trust me, my brother and I used to try to switch. We didn't even have a digital TV yet. We had the knob TV, and we used to try to switch the knob and hold the knob just so we could see the box.
There you
The
go.
videos of the
So
box.
what's cool is that the story that she told was that she dated him, but she really didn't like appreciate the relationship, and so once they broke up, meaning after she cheated on him, and then Brandy started dating him. That's when she started realizing, holy shit, man, he's a good fucking man.
Well, when you go around sleeping with half the world, everyone's just expecting
fucking them on a gaming table.
Yeah.
I know.
Speaking
That was
of
you?
sleeping with the whole world, can we talk about that 15-year-old? What the was that?
Yeah,
What do you think about that? But
don't
you understand
get
what
that
she was doing, right?
Mind blown.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it. Whatever, great.
I didn't think she was
genius,
15
whatever.
though.
Yeah,
But-
not in real life, no.
Well, of course. Obviously.
Yeah, she was over 18, but she still was the youngest in the group.
No, yeah,
Otherwise,
but
Ben
because
Affleck,
they were all talking
history
about
repeats
college
itself.
and everything. So
Yeah, that caught me off guard completely.
What? Her character?
Her
Yeah.
and then bringing it back to like the end of the movie when they show the video of Ben Affleck with her, bringing it back when he's like, yeah, I'm gonna screw her in a very uncomfortable place. So when everybody, at the back of a
What,
Volkswagen,
like the back of a
Yeah, they
Volkswagen?
both said
and then when
it.
the video came up, she's like, how big is your thing if she's not even?
Yeah, she was
flinching,
like,
come on.
flicking her nails and shit, like
She's like,
doing some
okay,
shit,
keep
picking the
on.
dirt out of her fingernails and some
Yeah, I
shit.
probably had like 3 that morning.
He's like,
Yeah, that was just
He's
weird.
like-
And then with the parents' consent too, like,
yeah. So your
That's
parents
what
know
I didn't get though.
Dude,
she made
because
them,
she
Hey,
got-
when she sold
She
broke.
was given $20,000 for
Yeah,
the
no, but-
experiment. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't get from that when they arrested him. She said when she's recording, she
Yeah,
gets
it's
signed
get the consent, yeah.
But the parents know like, what she's
It's
doing,
because-
so that was not rape.
This is what's fucked. No, it wasn't. But you know what's fucked up
But he's
is the
still
state is
underage.
what gave him a smack in the wrist. The state,
Mm-hmm.
because the thing is that it's consent, but it wasn't publicly put there. And everybody's in books when they do stuff like that. That's why people's names are anonymous.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
then you get sued
it
and
wouldn't
all
be
this
that
crap.
guy, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of sin there where he should have gotten out.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Well, that's what's the funny part of the state of the movie. Here's another one I totally fucking forgot. Gil Hicks, the third suitor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You look familiar?
Dante, you mean?
Yep.
He's Dante, right? We know him
Yeah.
as Dante, but this is actually what's funny in terms of the connection. His name is Gil Hicks. Dante's name is Dante Hicks.
Oh,
That's
shit.
supposed to be a family member.
Oh
Nice.
my
Brother,
god.
I don't know. Cousin, I don't know. But from here on in, every time he's gonna be in the movie, it will be Hicks.
All right. So he's like,
He will
it's
be a
just doing
Hicks.
the
He
character,
will always
different
be a
name,
family member to Dante, whoever it is that we're meeting, and shit like that. So that's that little stuff. Truth or date? Let's see. There's a little bit more stuff there. Or there? Oh yeah. What?
I was gonna say during Truth or Date, the whole time, the producers or from the network, the ones who were trying to buy the show, they were laughing and having a good time. I really thought for
Through
some
Brody.
weird reason,
It was because of Brody.
maybe, but okay, maybe I didn't get that. till
No,
after
it
the
was.
fact.
They laughed when he was
Okay,
saying
that makes
jokes.
sense, 'cause at the
Hence
end
why
they
they
liked
gave
it.
him his game show host.
Right,
And
right.
for the record, yes, I've always wanted to host my own TV show.
Yeah, that was great.
I love that shit. Like he's like, hey, you ever wanted to host your own TV show? Yeah.
no hesitation.
Because that's even if you're not even fit for that shit, you're like, yes. He's not fit for that shit. You crazy? And he did that too Tonight Show. He's like doing that shit.
Yeah.
So you got that, and that's where I'm gonna go. Favorite part of the movie? Can we talk about that now? Huh, Cindy? We're
Favorite
good.
part.
Yes, I'm
We're
with it,
good,
I'm with
CC?
it, I'm with
So
it.
I was done already. so
yeah,
now-
he's, Josh said his favorite scene. I wanted to start off, but Cindy wanted to tell the story. But I'll tell my first one real quick. My favorite part of the movie it's always got to be the sentimental part shit, like the fucking excuse me, when they go see Ivana, the one with the third nipple.
Oh my god.
When she is able to know what their situation is, and like he gets that light switch, like boom, oh shit, you're right, oh my god, like
You were worth the 58.
it's like it's worth. It's like you gotta, in order to move forward, you gotta like confrontations. You gotta like meet it, ahead. And my most favorite part of this movie is when this girl breaks up with Brody in the beginning. When she's like talking about, he's like, "What are you always doing in the bathroom anyway?" And she was like, "I cry." He goes, "You cry?" And he was like, because the wording is so good there. She was like, "Yes, I cry." He was like, "Well, about what?" And she was like, he's like, she said, "I cry." He's like, he's like, "You're asking?" He's like, "I asked. I'm playing the role, the concerned guy." You know what I mean? So she says like the whole thing. She was like, "I'm thinking about all these people that are leading big lives and all that stuff." It just works so good. And then she's up there and she's telling me, he's like, you know, and about breaking up, she was like, I'm thinking about all these people that are leading big lives, and I got nothing better else to do than fuck you. And I was just like, and I remember that being just so real and raw, like the way that you say it, Gabby. And that's why I love that scene so much. That's my all-time favorite part in that movie because it just works. Do you got one?
Cece, what was your favorite part?
I thought it was hilarious because when Willem was staring at trying to find the sailboat, and Shannon Doherty's character just comes by and he looks at her and he goes, Brenda? And I used to watch Channel 210, so I started laughing. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious that they just
You don't see that coming. That's what I love about that.
Yeah, that's exactly why you do not see that coming at all.
You know what I mean?
So I found that funny. Of course, I love the scene with the girl when she was trying at the end, because I'm a hopeless romantic. And she's like, oh, and then they find each other, you know, like they find out that he's on the show.
Yeah.
He says, will you marry me? And she's like, yes.
She's so
and then
sappy.
it was just like, yeah, I'm a sappy.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cute. The build-up was nice. And
I know where Gabby's favorite scene is.
Which one?
When Gwen was trying on panties.
Oh, no. That's no. Me and Gabby were like,
they're all just like, what is she doing?
We
but
were
she
like,
had
what
a
the hell are
reason.
you doing?
Miss Sentimentality over here. The part where Stan Lee breaks it down about how I created the Hulk and all these characters.
Yeah,
I swear, Cindy and I thought that was like actually legit. We were gonna start researching about it. and then TS was like, "Did you tell him what story did you use?"
I was just. Gabby literally took the words out of my mouth because
I was hurt too.
I really believed it when he talked about Dr. Doom.
Because
he's wearing
you
the
guys
suit.
are never gonna watch Dr.
that is
Doom
true.
or the Incredible Hulk ever again without thinking of like.
I always think about it.
He's just you saw this like 30 years ago.
I still gotta do. I didn't like burst out laughing when Brody was like, so the thing is this thing orange too?
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on, bro.
What do you think about that? He's like all the things that he wants to ask him about.
Come on,
comic book characters. He's thinking about the sexual parts.
But come on, wouldn't you be curious too? Like I will be curious. Wait, so
I will be curious. You know what? No, that's not true.
You're
You're saying that after the fact of watching Mallrats. You've never thought or wanted to think, hey, I wonder what the thing is under there. You know, what does can Lois Lane and Superman have sex?
Wait, are you kidding Stan Lee? Like, how did it like?
No, because he was doing a signing. He just probably just called him up and was like, "Yo, can you talk to my boy?"
Okay,
you know what I mean? Shit like that.
Like another,
yeah.
No, Louis. Because sometimes you do wonder. I don't know. Okay, I don't mean to be like major weirdo right now, but I sometimes look at somebody and I see somebody with blonde, like when I see those people that have really blonde hair on the street, I'm like, I wonder if their pubic hair is blonde too. And I'm wondering now. They're probably, if they could read my thoughts, they're probably like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Next. Wow, what's wrong with you?
But it's sometimes, the truth. But that's what I mean.
I don't need to know that I'm dating a Brody type character. You know. The thing is, this dope made of orange rock too?
No, okay, but all jokes aside, Gabby just literally took the words out of my mouth because that was the next scene I was gonna say about the whole Stan Lee. I really thought it was gonna like she said
it's built up so nicely. You wish that it actually really was
the actual
like
facts and and then. I'm like, wow.
I think honestly we all were.
But no matter what, that was a really good scene with
what he said. It's built up so nicely.
Just if somebody's going through that, show him that scene and stop the damn movie.
Yeah,
that's it. Or just skip the scene, the next 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't skip that. You don't want to get heartbroken. It's the Hulk, a normal man 1 minute, a rage of emotions the next. It just works so well. I remember I'm like, oh man, I'm
Dr.
stupid.
Doom, he's broken inside. That's why he has a.
He's like,
I'm the man.
Armor. I'm inside Dr. Doom's armor.
It's hilarious because literally me, Loquito, and Gabby, we were like, oh.
He was like, that's probably what Gabby did. She went to her phone. She went to Wikipedia, did Stan Lee, and then put her phone down. It's like, I'm gonna read this later. I'm gonna read about the girlfriend that he let go. Sorry, that's just not true. He's one of those guys that married and stayed. He's an army guy.
I love Stan Lee.
He made comic book characters in the military while he was not.
These people have such rich storylines, like rich past. Like I love it.
There was no one that got away from. I mean, at least to my knowledge, there isn't, because I know the one in the movies is false. He is not really the Hulk in real life, you know. And but I think that we talked way too much about movies today.
Never that, man.
No, never that. But for the sake of for the people that are listening for an hour and a half straight, thank you.
You're welcome. I love listening to this.
I try my best. But I think that we all got our favorite pats. We recommending Mallrats to people?
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
2 thumbs up, guys.
Two
We're
thumbs up.
recommending the what do you call it?
The Tri-Burbs. Tri-Burbs, like suburbs?
I said the same thing. I called it a tri-borough, too.
No, not tri-borough. It's suburbia, right? So
Yeah,
Tri-Burbs.
they're hating on us because we're saying borough.
So at least say it with me the right way, yes. But y'all can say it with me correctly to help, make my Jersey self happy.
Tri-burbs.
Yeah, Tri-Burbs.
The Tri-Burbs.
Yeah, Trilogy.
Chicka
Tri-Burbs. The Beast from the East, she's rapping now. So, without further ado, all I gotta do is... Shirts, we got all kinds of shirts, we got t-shirts, all kinds of shirts, black shirts, white shirts, pink shirts, purple shirts, Mallrats shirts, colors, whatever the colors were, goldish with some reddish, but you can get the podcast logo t-shirt, the one that you see on your upper left-hand corner or in the major screen right there every time your phone turns on, you're seeing my logo there. You can have that as a shirt, you can have it as a sweatshirt, you can have it in your, well, not that, I got something else for pants, but you know what I'm getting at, podcast logo t-shirt. Just email me at whatthehellpcast@yahoo.com. I will give you the information on how you can purchase a tee. They are $15 each, and then there are other prices for sweatshirts. You just let me know through the email. I will pass it on to you. You can have one too. You can put it on while you listen to the show.
Yeah.
And then put...
And while you're cozy, drinking hot cocoa.
Yes.
Or maybe your cup of tea, or in my case, a cup of coffee.
Or when you're thinking about our blonde people have blonde pubes. Oh my God. You can put on the shirt even for that too. You know what I'm saying? Just to figure that out. And hashtag #WhatTheHellPcast because I want to see when the people wearing it. So please, I definitely hook me up with those hashtags. I love seeing them. So that's the shites. You can also follow me because when you're hashtagging on Instagram, well, you know where to go. You can go to Instagram.com/WhatTheHellPcast, Facebook.com/WhatTheHellPcast, Twitter.com/TheHellPcast, my pen fell. And you can go to YouTube. You can follow me there subscribe at What the Hell Did We Just Watch. It's only an audio, but trust me, I'm getting the
social media, guys.
We are trying to make this thing video. It's happening in 2017. I promise you that.
Woo-woo.
Then we can see our ugly mugs on TV. Or on YouTube or wherever it is that you were watching your meeting. Yes, you're gonna have to do your makeup before because we will be under some lights and we're gonna have to be all purdied up. So yes, so you can follow me on YouTube.com so that way you can just listen to the audio there. Be waiting patiently with your What the Hell Pcast t-shirt or sweater while you're waiting for the TV version of it to be on there, the TV show. You know what I mean? You can also follow me on SoundCloud. You can do comments, likes, shares on SoundCloud as well. What the hell did we just watch? Just follow, all of us there. You gotta just be in the know. That way you get all these kinds of notifications on your phone. If you're that type of person that likes to have all that stuff, makes you feel all important and shit. Like, what the hell Pcast this? What the hell Pcast that? You know what I mean? So, yes, follow, like, share right there. And anybody got something to say?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to us. That is always appreciated. Our fellow
Go watch
fans
your
out there.
Tri-Burbs. Did I say it right?
No.
Tri-Burbs.
Tri-Burbs.
Oh,
Like
I said
suburb.
Tri-Burbs, yeah.
As
Yes,
a kid, girl, we're New Yorkers.
Damn New
It's
Yorker.
okay.
I'm good. So anybody that even finished listening to all my little comment, likes, and shares and everything, and heard botched Tri-Burbs, I have a little PS thing. Like Marvel, they got that little PS before the actual end of the show. You want to know something very, very cool? Here's my last little Easter egg.
Tell me.
Kevin Smith's making a sequel to Mallrats.
Seriously?
No! Yay!
Why'd you say that for the end?
Because I
you
want to make sure people are listening. I need to have something.
Yes.
It is called Mallrats.
Oh,
I can't wait for this.
Yes.
Good.
Even
Awesome.
better, everybody's coming back.
That's great.
Everyone,
Yes.
This is supposed to come
every
out.
single person.
We all going to the movie to watch
It is
this.
in development. Now that's the other thing. It is supposed to be a movie. Now he's saying that it might just be a Netflix serialized thing. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Give me whatever the
we'll
fuck.
watch
Either way, we'll be there.
But I'm talking about.
It'll be better on Netflix because we
Yeah.
already pay
If
money
it's-
for it
yeah,
and we
then
can
we
watch
got-
it in the house.
Exactly, man. I'm too. I'll
But yeah,
binge watch
go
that whole thing.
But I'll go support them and pay my $15 to go watch in theaters.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
whatever it
yep,
is, yeah, man. So,
whatever it is,
but
we're
yeah, it's
down
called
for it.
Mallrats, and like I said, everyone is coming. He got everyone. earlier in this year, if you actually can go back, you're gonna have to go back real far. But if you look at Kevin Smith's Instagram or Facebook, and you scroll back to like early spring, you're gonna see all the characters, and they're all doing a 2 sign. How he signed all of them up the day they saw. I'm talking about your boy Merle from Walking Dead, all the way to all the way down to the Force.
Awesome.
They even got the fucking security guard in this fucking movie.
Great.
Everybody in between, every single person in between, and we're gonna see how they all are, how they're all doing. It was really cool if you scroll back down. So like I said, like if you scroll back to down, you're gonna see a picture of all of them, how they look like now, and they're all doing a 2. You know, even Stan Lee's in it. So let's hope he
that's
so
great.
I want them to get that. I want them to get that thing in
and
there.
Before we end this,
it's in development.
You just mentioned the security.
LaForce.
I had that security guard in my mall.
He will always LaForce look like that. Really,
he will always be like, I'm the authority, and look at you like, I'm gonna get
what
you.
What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? But on that note, on that awesome little DS part, I just want everybody on the show to say peace out, yo.
Peace out, yo.
Snoochie boochies.